What's up, YouTube? I just picked this up, the Arcade 1-Up Legacy Edition Mortal Kombat 2. $250, sealed, brand new in the box. I'm gonna do a full unboxing on this. I'm gonna put this thing together, but on the other side, I ordered a whole mod kit for this thing from Arcade Mod Up. We're going to be replacing the monitor that's in here with from a 17 to a 19-inch monitor upgrade. We're actually going to be replacing the full control panel with new joysticks, light up buttons on there, and we're going to be lifting this control deck up so it's nice and flush with the sides of the panel, so everything is nice and flush with the acrylic over here over the top of it. And also we're going to be including the extended audio cables and everything. Comes with an amp, some new speakers, pretty much the full deal. I already have a lighted marquee on this, so I'm gonna not do the LCD marquee. Maybe later I'll do that for an upgrade, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build this thing up and then add all those parts in there and take a look at it. We'll do a unboxing first, put it together, take a look at how this thing looks factory right out of the box, and then I'm gonna put in this cabinet, the artwork, so I don't really want to change much on there. It is my first cabinet. So I'm definitely looking into getting into this mod, getting all the parts or whatever, and then we're going to do the build. Thanks for joining me, Tony with Comp Extremes. Please like and subscribe. So we just got done unwrapping all the plastic wrap off everything. We have our screen, both sides, top plate, front plate where the coin slot goes. We have our controller board, some of the cords probably for the top marquee joystick tops. We have the light up marquee in the front, 2 speakers, and then we got the manual. Owner's manual there, and an instruction assembly manual. Over here we have the bottom riser that we'll put together on each side to form a small box that goes underneath the main. You got your back plate there and all the mounting hardware there and all the screws to put in there. They're marked A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and then it looks like there's some extra screws there also, and then looks like some other stuff there. It's for securing it down. All right, we'll get started with the assembly on the cabinet. All right, so starting instructions says all you need is a screwdriver. So we'll go from there. It says step 1, 4 wood dowels on A. And the first part will be G. Panel G. Put in all 4 wood dowels in the inside. 1, there's 2. Flip it over. 3 and 4. All right, grab 2 screws from the B bag, and we're putting G into the side of the cabinet, which would be D, and it's showing to face this crease towards the back. So it would go like that, and this side would come up just like this, putting the wood dowels in, just like that. and then putting both screws through the side into the board and screwing them down. Two in each side of these boards. So we got two there, two, 6, 8, 10, and 12. And they go towards the outsides of each one. So 1, 2 here, and 1, 2 here on all 3 boards. All right, now we have the pegs in each 3 of those boards. It says that we need 3 D screws and 3 B screws, and it looks like these 3 sections will go into the side here. One right there, one down there, and one down on that side somewhere. Yeah, 2 on the very, or actually one here, and one right along here. All right, so we got those 3 mounted in with the B screws, and then with the additional D that were left there, it says this one here mounts up right towards this one here. So it looks like facing with the holes are facing upward or outward towards the top. And I'm sure that's where the control panel mounts on. So we'll go ahead and drop 3 in there and fasten this one down right here. Another thing to point out too, some of these cam locks on here, if they're not completely centered or pointing straight up here, when you go to put your assembly screw in there, it'll actually stop, or if it screws really tight and it's not, doesn't feel like it's going in the right way, it's probably because this cam screw here is not grabbing it correctly, or if it's off center. So make sure you center that before trying to put the screw in, because I've had that happen a couple of times already where it's really tight. Once that's centered, it'll go right down. Our next step here is to mount these 4 brackets on the side, each side of the monitor. So with the monitor facing like this, the way I have it right now, each one of these side brackets is going to go to hold on the side of the cabinet. So we'll go ahead and grab 4 F mounting brackets, 8 C screws, and we'll go ahead and get these mounted in the sides. Light up a marquee right here, which is B, and the speakers, which is M, connect to each other through the last remaining hab bracket here. It looks like 2 C screws here to mount the bracket into the 2 holes here, mounts here, and then the other side mounts in right down on the center of this. And it looks like 10 wood dowels go in each one of these, and around 4 in the marquee. So we'll go ahead and get those mounted up, and an additional 2 C screws to go to mount the remaining part of this bracket into the marquee. All right, now that we have the top and the marquee right here, pretty much just sitting in there for temporary until we get everything locked down. We have the top, which is H, which is the next one. Looks like that slides in, followed by N and I. So that's H, which is the top, N and I. Here's N, which is another just black panel, and I. is the front coin slot picture. So we'll go ahead and put those on next. We have one whole side pretty much mounted up. The eye and that panel on the front with the coin slot are just sitting on there, along with this. It's just down in a groove on that side. So after we put all those panels in, next it's saying we have to put on the last J bracket, which goes is the other side of the support for the control deck. That will go on the other side of the panel, and then the full panel will go together to complete that other side of the arcade cabinet. So we'll have to, and that includes 3 D screws and 4 B, I'm sorry, 6 B screws to affix that to the cabinet. All right, we'll go ahead and get that mounted up. So we put the other side panel on there, which butted up pretty much everything, both of our J blocks here, where the controller mounts to, this piece here, which is N, front coin slot piece. It affixes all these marquee, this top piece here, and then the last thing we have to do is screw in both of these 4 screws here to that side to connect a front monitor plate in with the C screws, and that will put that piece together. In here, and the 2 top, there's 1 remaining screw, B screw right here, that needs to go in to complete each side and all the screws on each side. And then we'll move on to the next step, which is peeling off the front protective layer of the LCD screen. So it shows a little arrow in the corner to grab there to pull it off, and to not peel it before you put the control deck on there. So we'll go ahead and peel it now, because I'm sure you can't once you like it just pops through the screws that picks the monitor in position. Alright. Next section is putting in the control panel, and there's 1 cable that plugs in from the back to the back of the control panel. And then we'll pull the protective screen off of that to also put on both the things underneath the joystick, the rocker covers, and then we'll put 4 B screws in there to fix the gamepad down. We have the control panel in, all 4 of the B screws went in, screen protectors off, and we have the control sticks on with the covers underneath each one. Now, next step is on the back of the monitor, the main board, is to plug in their speaker jack, and then it looks like power to, looks like the upper marquee, and power there for the monitor, I'm sure. So we'll go ahead and plug those with cords that are dangling in the back into the main computer there. So we have everything plugged in, and this is our main power cord coming out of the box. So it has a little thing here which goes right through that hole and fixes right into that. So we go ahead and pop that through here. And then pull this till it gets tight. Push that right in till it locks in. There. All right. And then we can go ahead and put this back panel on, which looks like it uses 3 E screws, and then we go ahead and plug it in. All right, we'll do that next. Portion on, 3 E screws right here, and this dongle's coming out the back. And here is our main power unit that plugs this end right here into the connector, and you plug it in the wall. And it should be ready to turn on right after that. Right, so the last bit that we have to do is the riser. So it looks like it's 6 sections and 2 top pieces that go to hold the cabinet. It does a diagram here. It looks like there's 16 wood dowels that pretty much stick in and out. It's pretty much just snap it together and then put the screws in. The diagram is very descriptive on here, so it shouldn't be too tough to get this one together. It looks like the top portions there use the A screws, 9 G screws going to put the sides on, and then 4 G screws on the 2 top trim plates that go on there. And then finally, once all the boxes together, you put it onto the arcade cabinet with 4 H screws. So I'll go ahead and just, based on this diagram here, I'll just keep it here for a minute so you guys can take a look at it and see how everything goes together with that riser. So we have the riser box almost together. Both sides here, and that'll be the front with the Mortal logo. So this is kind of how it's assembled. This one here, RP, RP, RL, RL, and then the 2 sides here, which are RO and looks like M for the front plate. And then they're all assembled with the wood dowels and the G screws. So now we have 4 more screws to put these in right on top, as the diagram shows right here. They'll go right on top. All right, we have the riser complete. I just put on both sections where the cabinet will sit on, and we're gonna go ahead and put the cabinet up on the riser and fire it up for the first time. And we're ready to fire it up for the first time. Power on. All right, just want to thank everybody for watching the video. Do not use a power drill on this build. I would recommend taking your time. It is very tedious when you're putting everything together. Like I said, take your time. Use a regular, use a Phillips screwdriver by hand. Bring out a flathead too, so you can adjust those cams and make sure they're centered for some of the screw holes. Overall, I think it went together pretty good. It's a beautiful looking cabinet. I really like it. And when I get a chance to mod it, I will do another video. My mod kit's going to be coming next week. And I'll be able to do the full mod kit with the price I paid to purchase this. I'll be right under $1,000, but I'll have like 7,000 games on here. So I'm really looking forward to the mod kit. And thanks again for watching Tony with Comp Extremes. Please like and subscribe.
Fight. Jade, choose your destiny. Excellent. a radar warrior. If you get too powerful, I'll take care of you myself. Ta 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 ta.